Hello guys, Andrew here, right back with another Phasmophobia episode. Now today is my episode 33 video. Sorry about the coughing. Excuse the coughing, please. Um, I am now level 16. Yes, you heard that correctly. I'm level 16. Um, so yeah, I have done some leveling up off camera. I've done some ghost hunting off camera. Uh, so today I will go ahead and show you right now. Ghost hunts don't scare me anymore. I'll go ahead and tell you that right now. They will only catch me off guard sometimes, but not. They don't scare me as much. Nowhere near as not much as before. So we're gonna go to Tingwood again. Nothing else to report, huh? Okay. Crazy name. Kenny Emmett. Kenny Emmett. That is sounds kind of like a Street Fighter name or something, dude. Maybe this dude was an athlete. I'm not sure, but we got to figure out what ghost type he is. But one thing we do know is it's a male name. What does that mean? Well, we can go ahead and rule out Banshee and Dayan immediately because they are female exclusive ghost types. By the way, I have also encountered a Dayan recently, and I kind of learned what its ability is. I know it's kind of stupid that I'm now learning what a Dayan does and what it is and how you can identify one, but a Dayan basically works like as if you are, if it hunts you, if a Dayan hunts you, you can tell if it's a Dayan if you are moving or if you're standing still. If you're standing still, it moves significantly slower. However, if you're moving or running, it will move a lot faster, regardless if it has line of sight of you or not. So a Dayan can be pretty easy to identify, actually. But it only took me so damn long to figure that out. Which Dayans are kind of unique in the sense that they do speed up, regardless of line of sight. And they can still chase you, which is really nice. But we have a male ghost here. We have Kenny Emmett, so it's not a Dayan. Capture shooting photos to the camera. Again, also, this is going to be a no extra items run with the no flashlight strategy, which has been working out pretty well, actually. The only thing I'm going to need a flashlight for is the potential test for a miling. That's it. Other than that, though, I don't really need a flashlight. Again, the flashlight is only needed for a miling test. That's it. Nothing much more. Alright, nothing much more, okay? So we're going to put the flashlight over here just in case if we do run into a potential case of it being a miling, so I can do a miling test later down the road. I do have the flashlight ready. Keep in mind, if it's a Ghost Orbs ghost, we're keeping Mimic in. Okay, I've learned this mistake time and time and time again. That if it's a Ghost Orbs ghost, it can always mean Mimic. If it's not a Ghost Orbs ghost, then it's not Mimic. We're always going to keep Mimic in mind if it's a Ghost Orbs ghost. Because if we get that fourth piece of evidence, regardless if it's freezing temperatures, Spirit Box, or I think Ultraviolet also is the last piece of Mimic evidence. So again, if we get that along with the Ghost Orbs, but we get another piece of evidence, the fourth evidence, then it's guaranteed to Mimic. I have so many damn times where I think I know what a ghost is, and then it ends up being a fucking Mimic because it's Ghost Orbs, and I keep getting stumped by it. It's so fucking annoying. So again, best advice is if you have Ghost Orbs, always keep Mimic in. I have learned this thing. I learned this mistake countless times. So if you have Ghost Orbs, keep Mimic in. That is crucial. Because you will always end up having that chance of getting fucking stumped or robbed of it being a Mimic. So just have that in mind, okay? We're going to get the thermometer. We're going to get a video camera. Get Ghost Book as well. So our commander said that there was nothing more to report, but that could mean that there might be a cursed possession. I'll check the basement to see if there's an Ouija board, and I'll use it correctly this time. Actually place it correctly and use it correctly without going away from it, because what happened in my last episode, one of my last episodes, is I used it incorrectly. So if there is an Ouija board, I'll use it correctly this time. I just need to make sure my sanity is high enough before I use it, because it does drop a lot of your sanity per use, depending on the questions you ask. Go ahead and get the dots projector, and then go inside. I usually go in with thermometer, video camera, and thermometer. So we need video camera and we're good to go, because we have everything else here. Wait, we need spirit box too. Wait. I was about to forget spirit box. I need spirit box as well. Yeah, I was about to forget spirit box. Oh, we're gonna pick spirit box back up. There we go. I don't know what it is, but ghosts are very, very, very stubborn on trying on giving you spirit box. I don't know what it is, but they are very fucking stubborn, so I'm probably not gonna get very lucky. What did I drop? Thermometer. Where's thermometer? That's spirit box. Okay, here's thermometer. There we go. So what I'm gonna do is what I always do when I come to Tanglewood. This is the Tanglewood strategy. All right, I always go to my left, check these rooms. Check for ghost orbs. If I don't see any, I check all rooms in chronological order. If I don't see any ghost orbs in any room, that usually means it's not ghost orb. That's usually what that means. So again, we're checking every room. If there's no ghost orbs in each room, then that usually means no ghost orb. Garage. Breakers in the basement, okay. No ghost orbs, no ghost orbs. Again, this is my strategy. No ghost orbs. So if we check... wait, did I check the bedroom, bathroom? Yeah, I did. No ghost orbs, okay. So, basement's the last place. If we check the basement and we see no ghost orbs, then it's a non-ghost orbs ghost. Okay. No ghost orbs. No ghost orbs. So we go ahead and rule out ghost orbs. So it can't be Mimic. Now I am scared because it can be a fucking demon, because, well, I actually had a demon recently. So I don't like demons. I hate them. So hopefully it's not demon, because demons suck. Okay, it turned the breaker off, so it's not Jinn. Or maybe I flipped too many breakers on. Or too many lights on. So maybe it flipped the breaker, I don't know. But if that wasn't the... Okay, it wasn't too many lights. Okay, so it's not a Jinn. It's not a Jinn. Alright. Because whenever you flip too many switches on, all of the switches reset, so that cannot be Jinn. Because it turned the breaker off. Oh, it opened. Okay, this is the ghost area. So I'm going to check here again, just to be sure there's no orbs, because I don't want to second guess myself. Okay, clearly no orbs. Clearly no orbs. So it's a non-ghost orbs ghost. I want to go. Oh, ooh, boom. Yeah, give me that. Almost forgot about that, dude. Okay, we're gonna put the dots projector here. So we know where the ghost area is. I wouldn't technically call it a room, but I mean it kind of. That was a ghost event. Wait. EMF 4. EMF 4. Turn the steam light on. How much did that living light sanity drop? By about 75%. To about 25%, I should say. Now again, I'm always scared to use Spirit Box because sometimes if you ask the wrong questions, it might just piss the ghost off. So I'm kind of nervous to use the Spirit Box. Because again, sometimes if you ask the wrong questions, it might just piss the ghost off. So, yeah. If it's a Morroy, it also curses you too, so that's also not fun. I don't know if you can get UV from here. I don't think you can. Let me check the thermometer, see if we get freezing temperatures. Very close to freezing temperatures. I can't confirm it though. We do see my breath, which usually is a good indicator of a potential freezing temp. That was a ghost event. Okay, that's not creepy at all. Okay, I won't go ahead and say no dots either because it's not going through dots. I am very scared that this fucker might actually be a demon. Or a Moroi. Oh god, dude. Let's go ahead and do Spirit Box session. I'm very scared to do a Spirit Box session. I'm gonna be blatantly honest with you. Because, again, if you ask the wrong questions, it might just piss it off, so... Very scared to ask these questions. What's my sanity at? It's getting kind of low. It's getting kind of low, I'm gonna be honest with you right now. Turn the microwave on. I'm gonna go to the basement. It could also be a poltergeist, so I might just set the poltergeist test down here as well. I don't think it's a demon because it definitely would have hunted by now, but we can't be too sure. There's no Ouija board. Okay, turn the breaker off. What a bitch. Turn the damn breaker back on, dude. There we go. So it's definitely not Jinn. Based on the evidence we have, it can't be a mare, or whether we don't have, because we don't have dots or ghost orb. At least from what I can tell, I've looked at the dots. I have not seen dots, so I don't think it's dots either. Like I said, it could be a poltergeist. It could also be a spirit of shade, which is kind of scary because they can catch me off guard. It can also be a Galu, which I'm also not looking forward to. But the biggest threat of them all is Moroi, because Moroi gets periodically faster as your sanity drops, so it strengthens as your sanity drops. So I'm not looking forward to that. Are you here? You want me to leave? What do you want? How did you die? Were you in an accident? You want me to leave? Are you close? Are you angry? What do you want? Are you friendly? Okay, definitely no Spirit Box reaction. But again, Spirit Box can be really stubborn sometimes, so we can't rule out Spirit Box. So, I'm not going to rule out Spirit Box. I made that mistake too many times. Just because we're not getting a reaction from Spirit Box doesn't mean it isn't Spirit Box, because Spirit Box can be very fucking stubborn sometimes. Pardon my French, Franson. Those just lights flickering, yeah. By the way, is that my dots projector? Why is it down here? No, it's not my dots projector, okay. I'm setting up a poltergeist test. That's what I'm doing, by the way, because it could be poltergeist. We need to find out if it's poltergeist real quick. Of course, we would need to get hunted to find out for sure, which is not the ideal play. We are going to get hunted soon, though, because our sanity is already dropping quite significantly. Was that the front door closing and locking? Again, we're testing for poltergeist. That's what we're doing. I have actually done looping around this train set before. It's a god looping spot. I've only died looping this train set like once out of like the 6 or 8 times I've looped it in total. So it's definitely one of the most goated looping spots of Tanglewood now. Which is one of my new favorite spots of Tanglewood rework. Which that came out. This came out pretty much on April 4th. Which is one of my, like I said, one of my new favorite additions, and one of my new favorite parts of Tanglewood rework is the Tanglewood rework. Yeah, my sanity is starting to get low, and I don't like that. It's definitely not Demon, though, which I'm happy, because a Demon definitely would have hunted by now, so I'm going to go ahead and rule out Demon. A Demon would have definitely hunted by now. I know that for a fact. So I'm going to go ahead and rule out Demon. It could potentially be Myling as well, this is what I was talking about, so that was just the lights flickering, right? Yeah, not hunting. Oh, we have the mirror, but we already know the ghost room is, so we don't need the mirror. Using the mirror would be a waste right now. It would be a waste of time and waste of sanity, so using the mirror right now would be actually a terrible idea. Okay, no writing. Is it freezing temperatures? No freezing temps. I'm still seeing no dots. No ghost storms, right? So yeah, no ghost writing, no freezing temperatures, no dots, and no ghost writing. That was a ghost hunt. That's a hunt. Okay, that's a prime example of good looping right there, my god. Okay, what's my sanity at? Yeah, that definitely dropped my sanity below 50%, so that means it can definitely hunt now. It's not afraid to hunt. Okay. I don't think it's Poltergeist, because it didn't throw too many objects off the train set, so it's not Poltergeist. It wasn't that fast, although my sanity is not that low either, so I'm not sure if it's Morroy. Again, we're getting nothing. It's starting another hunt, dude. That was a bit soon, don't you think? That seems to be giving almost demon potential, because how did it hunt so fast? But still, no freezing temperatures, so again, really strange. it could be a mimic or twins as well. We need to keep that in mind. Well, it can't be mimic because it's not ghost orb. There's not even a tiny bit of ghost orb, and ghost orbs gives like forced evidence for mimic, so it can't be mimic. It could be twins. We need to keep that in mind as well. I'm gonna go ahead and put the flashlight over here. When you do a proper test for unmiling. I'm staying still to get my sprint up just in case it comes down. The speed sounded mostly normal. I'm gonna wait for it to hunt again to see if it's slightly faster or slightly slower. Then we can confirm if it's twins or not. We didn't get spirit box though, so maybe not twins. Although we can't be for certain. Again, I'm not ruling out miling either because miling, I mean, it's not freezing temps. I'm gonna go ahead and rule out freezing temps as well. I think we haven't got any EMF readings, so it could be EMF. So I'm gonna potentially mark EMF because it could be EMF. We haven't seen the EMF potential. Definitely not ghost writing, from what I can tell. So, from based on all of this, it'll be Galu. But again, we can't be too certain. I mean, it could be. Okay, I don't think it's the twins. Again, we're not seeing dots. I'm leaving freezing temperatures in, so I don't think it's the twins, though. That's the thing. It's not dots. It could be UV as well. It's not Jen because it turned the breaker off. This is tough, man. Not Ghost Orb. We could be getting stubborn on Ghost Writing, so it could be miling as well. Freezing temperatures would be Jin, so I don't think it's freezing temperatures because that wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. I don't think it's UV, although we haven't seen any potential for UV, so I don't think it's UV. It could be UV. I'm not sure. It could be Spirit Box as well. That's another thing too. We could be getting very stubborn on Spirit Box if this is right, because we haven't been getting anything on anything else. So it'll be Galu if that's the case. This is very tough. Spirit Box is right here too. I don't know if we can get Spirit Box reactions outside of the Ghost Room. I think we can. The only downside though is it could start a hunt and come downstairs immediately. It's coming downstairs. By the time it came downstairs, though, it was already almost done hunting, so that's good for us. Close the door again. My sanity is probably getting very low. Keep that in mind as well. I'm gonna go ahead and do a Spirit Box session. What do you want? Are you here? Are you friendly? Were you in an accident? Are you close? No Spirit Box reaction. Again, I don't think I should rule out Spirit Box. I have done this before as well. I'm not sure if it can still be poltergeist. I don't think it can be because freezing temps. I just don't think it is. You know, that would actually make a lot of sense for it to be potential spirit here because, like, a lot of the time. That was close. It almost cut me off. That would have been catastrophic. Okay. It's blinking as normal. Again, we're just not getting anything else. So I see it potentially being Spirit Box. I see it potentially being EMF because we haven't got a marking for it. Because we basically got nothing else. So, besides potentially UV, but that wouldn't make any sense though. I mean, it would. Is it hunting again? It's hunting now. Okay. It's turning the breaker off. What a bitch. Okay, the car I'm a bit scared on. The breaker's in the basement. What the fuck am I doing, dude? I'm actually stupid right now. What the fuck? Okay, definitely not poltergeist. I don't think it's myling either. It's starting another hunt, dude. Alright. I am very confused as to what this bitch can be. I'm gonna check up here one more time while we are still in cooldown and potential another hunt. Okay, yeah, I don't know what it is, dude. I'm getting out before I can start that hunt. That's an event. Get out, 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 get out. That was an event. Alright. We need a breather from that, okay? Like, we had like 3 or 4 hunts just then. Have a member of your team witness a ghost event. I think that was literally the ghost event that actually completed that objective. Yeah, look at that. Sanity is a whopping 33% average and still low. It moved this, it moved this, it moved this. That's a bunch of duplicates, unfortunately, so we're not going to get much money from that. Yeah, it's duplicate, so we're not going to get much money from that, unfortunately. Again, I still think it could be Spirit Box. See, I'm scared to go in, though, because if it starts a hunt, shortly after I go in, I'm not going to be able to make it back to the basement in time. And even if I did, I would have to save my sprint to actually loop it. You need to actually sprint in order to loop it. If you don't have enough sprint, it will eventually catch up to you and kill you if you don't have enough sprint. I've tried that before, no matter if it's a slow ghost or a fast ghost, you will eventually die. If you don't have sanity medication to prevent potential hunts, which I wanted to make this challenging on myself, okay? Definitely not a good idea, as you can see. I mean, look at this. Definitely low. Again, based on what I'm seeing here, again, ghostwriting could be a possibility, and it's completely hiding ghostwriting for us. EMF is also another good potential possibility. And Spirit Box could also be a good possibility as well, and we're getting stubborn as hell on it. Again, several different possibilities here. And if I'm correct, it would be Spirit. I am just conflicted, though, because it might not be, because I've tried this multiple times and it ends up being certain evidence that I'm not getting, such as freezing temperatures or UV. I haven't tried for UV, though, so let me go ahead and disable that and go for potential non-ghostwriting. So with UV, it'll be Galdu. I'm gonna go ahead and leave potential ghostwriting on. It's not dots. We've already confirmed that, dude. If it's not UV, it's not Cormos. It can't be Mimic. There's no way, because we would see ghost orbs, even if it wasn't a fourth piece of evidence. If it was like Force, and we had three other pieces of evidence, then it would be Mimic. So I just don't see it being Mimic either, because we literally checked every single room, no ghost orbs in each one. So it's not the Mimic. It can't be a Mimic. I refuse to believe that. Freezing temperatures, that would be Mimic, so that would not make any sense. So I'm going to rule that out immediately. So it's not freezing temperatures. I just refuse to believe it is. Spirit Box, again, could be a potential possibility here. We're not getting that. EMF is still a good possibility. It's not Obak, either, because we didn't see it shapeshift at all, so it's not Obak. It could be Mare as well. Like, dude, I'm just so scared to enter, because, like, if I enter, if it starts a hunt, like, I would need to go to the basement or the garage. But I would need to save my sprint for the loop. That's the scary part. Because if I run out of stamina, I'm likely dead. So, like, I don't know. I know for a fact it's not these three. Alright? It's not freezing temperatures, ghost orbs, or dots. I've already come to my conclusion that's not these three. So that would leave us with only Myling, Spirit, or Valo. If I was to leave freezing temperatures in again, it could be Shade in Mordroy. It's not Mordroy either, because my sanity's low and it's not speeding up, so... So again, I'm doing a process of elimination for each ghost, okay? Like, this is like slow and steady, possibly, ruling out specific ghost types that I know for a fact that it can't be. Myling I'm conflicted on, because Myling seems to be a bit glitched right now on Tanglewood, and you can still hear it. I've tried this before, and I ended up getting robbed thinking it was a poltergeist, because, realistically speaking, it seemed like it was a poltergeist. But I got robbed because it was a Myling, even though it was loud as hell. So, yeah. Again, really confused. So, again, it could be a Myling, and I could be completely fucked. I'm not sure. So I'm leaving Myling as a potential possibility. Myling would be EMF, though. Ghostwriting and Spirit Box. No, that's... UV. Yeah, UV would be Myling. So that would actually make a whole lot of sense, given our circumstance right now. because we are getting no freezing temps. We haven't even checked for EMF or ultraviolet. We have the ghost book in there, but it refuses to write in it, and it just might be stubborn on it. So it could very well be myling. I'm not sure. Like, this is using a lot of brain power. I mean, I would have to go in, find concrete evidence. My sanity is already low. It's going to hunt. I know that for a fact if I even try to go back inside, because my sanity is really low at the moment. So look at that. It's gone dead. It's gone dead quiet on sanity. Look at that. Or not sanity, activity. It's going dead silent on activity because I left the building. The moment I walk in, it's going to start a hunt. Because I went in when it's like zero activity like this. The moment I enter, it starts a hunt. I really don't see it being any other possible way. It could also be Spirit Box, though, and I'm just getting very fucking stubborn and lucky on responses, because I asked questions earlier, didn't get a single response. But it still could be Spirit Box. That's the only thing I'm worried about. I'm leaning towards myling here, and just saying it's broken audio that needs to be fixed and patched out. Because the myling is supposed to be silent. It's supposed to be quieter during hunts. Yet we can hear it across the entire damn map, so at least on Tanglewood anyway. So at least on Tanglewood, mylings are broken because of the broken audio. Ultraviolet, EMF. Again, I'm scared to enter because if I enter, not because of the hunt, but I'm scared if I go in, it's going to start a hunt immediately. I'm not gonna have time to get in the basement and loop it in time, dude. Like, if I got into the basement, it would probably start a hunt, like, before I even get into the basement, you know what I mean? Like, that's, like, the scary part. Like, even if I tried. Like, I really expect this, right here. I expect it to be either ghost rating, ultraviolet, and EMF, and that would be myling. I also kind of suspect that it could also be Galu. Because Golu would be freezing temps, though. No, that's Jin. It's not Jin because it turned off the breakers, so it's not Jin. Golu would be Spirit Box. Yeah. So it can either be Ghost Rating or Spirit Box, I'm pretty sure. So it could either be Myling or Galu at this point. So I'm, again, because we're getting stuck on one of these. Alright? We're getting stuck on one of these, I just don't know which. I don't think it's freezing temps. I'm 99% certain it's one of these two. I'm just kind of stuck on these two. I don't think it's freezing temps. I'm going to rule out freezing temps because it'll be Jin. It's definitely not Jin because it's not the breaker, so it's not Jin. It's definitely not Dots or Ghost Orb. We've already checked for that. So that literally means it can only be one of these two. Which one I'm not sure, so it can either be Myling or Galu at this point. And I'm literally stuck. So let me go ahead. I think Galu gets weaker or stronger depending on if you use protective equipment against it. So let me go ahead and use it. Another form of demon in Goryo is a reminder that comes for us all. Using protective equipment provokes the ghost until it's no longer effective. Strength to use protective equipment pushes the ghost into enraged, weakening it. Becoming enraged exhausts the Galu, making your protective equipment more effective on it. So, again, we really can't test. And because we have to risk using Spirit Box. And we don't have a crucifix or any instance on it either. So we can't test for real. And for Myling, it would be ghostwriting. Now, again, you might be like, okay, why not just go to the basement and check to see if it's silent? I literally cannot. It's broken. I literally cannot check to see if it's smiling because it's broken. The audio is glitched. I have seen the same thing. All ghost types seem to be the same sound. Like, they all seem to be the same volume. So no matter what the ghost type is, it seems like the ghost type is the same sound. It's the same volume. So testing for each here is a pain, but I'm thinking it's either one of them at this point. Because what I'm seeing here is it's not dots. I'm highly suspecting it's not freezing temperatures. It's definitely not Ghost Storm. So we're stuck on either Ghost Writing or Spirit Box here. And we're getting stubborn on one of them. Now, if I go in, it's highly likely to start a hunt. And that's the scary part. What I'm going to do, this could be very stupid, but it might just give me the conclusion. I'm going to go in. I'm going to make a beeline for the basement. I'm going to try and loop it. This is so dumb, dude. Because again, we can't really test it, okay? It's going to start a hunt the moment I start going in this building. I just know. I'm right in. Go in the basement. Alright. Again, what I've tested so far, still no ghostwriting, alright? It's hunting because that was the front door walking. Surprised it hasn't hunted yet. Where did I put EMF? EMF is in the kitchen, right? The dining room. So I want to wait for it to hunt. I want to stay right here, loop it, and then after the loop, I'm going to go straight to the dining room and do a spirit box session. If we get spirit box, then it's definitely Galu. If not, I was going to say we're getting stubborn on ghost writing and just say it's Myling, because I mean, like, this is crazy at this point, dude. Okay, it's hunting. Okay, that's weird. Why did it go back upstairs? Alright. Now, during the hunt cooldown, I'm going to go in here and do a quick spirit box session before I can hunt again. Now, this is really dumb, I know, but we need to get confirmation on this. Because I'm stomped at the moment, like I really am. Where is EMF? EMF is right here. I'm going to go right back downstairs. Because alright. Directly downstairs. Because I know it's going to start another hunt in a minute. There it is. Alright. Back upstairs. Dude, I'm so scared, dude. Like, what could this fucker be? Okay, yeah, definitely. MF2, MF2. Like, I literally just don't see it being Myling at this point, like, because it's not writing in the book. But again, it could just be stubborn and not writing in it. I'm not sure. Good lord. Like, I really want to get this right, dude. Like, I'm not doing all of this for nothing. Okay, it's hunting again. Alright. Okay, I'm just gonna guess Golly at this point, dude, because it's not writing in the book. Then again, okay, it's hunting again. Yeah, I want to make the front door. I'm glad I made a decision to come back down here and loop it again, because it... Okay, get out. Alright, what I'm gonna do... Get out before it starts on the hunt. Okay, there we go. Whew. Okay. At this point, I've checked the thermometer. Not freezing temperatures. I'm gonna say Myling, and the reason why is because even on intermediate, I've learned that if it's a ghost rating ghost, and that if it doesn't throw the book around, but doesn't write in it, that means it's a ghost writing book. That means it's a ghost writing ghost. So, I'm thinking that it is Myling. And the sound is just broken right now. Okay? God, I hope I'm right. Please let me be right, Jesus Christ. I swear to God. It better be a fucking Myling, dude. I'm gonna get robbed, watch. It's gonna be a Galu. I guarantee it. Oh wow, none of the above. Dude. So once again, I got robbed and I did all of that for fucking nothing. Wow. Dude. I hate when this game does this to me. I do all that work, all that process elimination, for this shit to happen. So it was a dots ghost, but because of being a Goryo, we can only see it through the fucking truck. Yeah. I mean, unique, but also really annoying. Yeah, and it would have been EMF and ultraviolet. So again, because it being a Goryo, we didn't see dots because you can only see Goryo. You can only see Goryo and dots in the fucking truck. So if I had just looked through the goddamn cameras in the truck, I would have been able to see it in dots. Do you know how frustratingly fucking annoying that is? Very annoying. I mean, unique and also really fun as well if you can catch it, but it's really annoying. Because I go through all of that process elimination, I go through all of that looping, only to get robbed. So it's not worth. Not worth at all. I hate when this game does this to me. I love this game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I have fun playing it, but stuff like that pisses me off because I go through all of that hard work and all of that damn shit only to get robbed in the end. I fucking hate that shit, dude. I fucking hate that. I hate when a game, like, you go through all of this work and all this looping, going through process elimination, and you just get robbed. I fucking hate that in any game, dude. I hate it. So the only way I'll be able to know if it was dots is if I had looked through the fucking truck cameras. So if I went to the truck and looked through the camera through the truck, that's the only way I could have actually knew if it was Goryo. I was right about it being ultraviolet, but I wasn't going to be able to know that because I would have to go upstairs right after it stopped hunting, look through any interactions on doors really quickly in the span of like 20 seconds for each cooldown for each hunt. Look at that. 4 events, 13 hunts. This bitch hunted me 13 times. Only to find out and get robbed because it was Goryo. Yeah, that's very, very annoying. Very, very, very annoying, dude. I mean, I guess the moral of the story is you win some, you lose some. You can't win them all. All right. But the most annoying, infuriating thing about this, though, is the fact that I literally did process elimination. I kept a cool head, and it wasn't even fucking Dalu. The only way I would have been able to know if it was Goryo is if I had looked through the fucking cameras in the truck. Because you can't see dots, you can't see Goryo dots when you're inside the house or the investigation area. The only way to tell if it's Goryo is if you're looking through dots in the cameras in the truck. So, yeah, it's unique, but it's also very annoying because you get the very strong sense that it's other ghost types other than Goryo. But yeah, that's annoying. Very, 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 very annoying. Which is also the most unique thing about Goryo in the number one thing giving it away is the fact that it is the only ghost type to hide dots when you're not in the building. Or when you're in the building. So, if you're in the building, if it hides dots, then that means it's Goryo. 100%. But the only way I'll be able to find that out is if I had looked for the damn truck. God, that is so fucking annoying, dude. But I just learned something new. Okay, I'm never going to ever assume that it's not dots just because we don't get dots inside the house. Because that's what a Goryo does. Similar to orbs for a mimic. If you have orbs, then never rule out mimic. You always want to keep mimic in. Even if you get other evidence types as well. Like, if you get... Say you have 3 pieces of evidence, right? You have orbs, spirit box, and or freezing temperatures. That's fully mimic, right? But if you get another piece of evidence, like ultraviolet, let me go ahead and go through this example, okay? Let me show you. If you get ultraviolet, freezing temps, and Spirit Box. That's Mimic, right? But because if you see Ghost Orbs, then it's guaranteed to Mimic after that point. Because even though Ghost Orb is a Mimic thing, you can see Mimics and Ghost Orbs. You can see Ghost Orbs with Mimics. It's actually not a piece of their evidence. So if you rule it out as Ghost Orb, it actually crosses Mimic out. Don't get fooled by this. Because just because you have Ghost Orb doesn't mean it's not Mimic. So again, if you get freezing temperatures, Spirit Box, and Ultraviolet, all three of those pieces of evidence is along with Ghost Orb, then you're dealing with a Mimic. Again, don't get fooled by it. I've been fooled by it by too many times. Too many times that I can fucking count, dude. But again, this fucker right here just pissed me off. So yeah. Again, don't get fooled by this fucker, because I just did. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Phasmophobia. I'll see you guys in the next one. And I'll peace out.